sleep. Quick disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. I am not a doctor or nurse in any form. If you're suffering with things like insomnia and other sleep-related issues, if you are suffering with insomnia, please go and see professional medical advice. Please seek medical help and medical advice. I am not a medical practitioner or nurse of any of the sort. I am not a medical professional. Okay, that's the end of the disclaimers. Thank you.
Maybe it's not married. Maybe it's love.
Well, whatever it is, money doesn't matter to you.
I've got a feeling love don't have to be the way you say it is.
So, you're probably wondering, what is sleep? Without getting too deep into it, I've got a Google definition here. So, according to Google, according to Wikipedia, sleep is a natural recurring state of mind and body characterized by altered consciousness, reduced muscle activity, and inhibition of nearly all voluntary muscles during REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, and reduced interaction with surroundings. So, you're probably wondering, why did I have to fix my sleep? Well, I was going to sleep at sunrise when the birds were chirping and waking up at 2 p.m. I would then eat at whatever time I felt hungry. So some days I wouldn't eat, some days I'd eat 5 times. And then whilst when I'm awake, I wouldn't be doing enough mentally stimulating activities, and I didn't have an exercise schedule either. So, number 1, I was waking up at any time of the day and I was going to sleep at any time of the day. Number 2, I was eating at any time of the day and sometimes I wouldn't even eat. Number three, I wasn't doing enough activities that were mentally stimulating. And number 4, I wasn't exercising enough. So, how did I go about attacking these problems? I had to go about attacking these problems not with feelings, but I had to attack these problems numerically. What does that mean? I had to create a strategy that would allow me to be disciplined enough to achieve the goals of fixing my sleep pattern. So, I had to attack the problem numerically, starting with sleep. So now, I've managed to push that back to waking up at 7:30. It was not easy at all, but I managed to do that over the years. So from 2 p.m, I would wake up at around 12:30 or 12 o'clock for the next maybe 1 to 2 weeks. And then, depending on how I feel, I would push that back. As long as my body adjusted, I would push it back. And then once my body adjusted, I would then push it back even further. So from 12 to 30 to around 11 and 10:30. And then from then, I would push that back to around 9 o'clock. And then I would allow my body time to adjust to that. Then back to 8. And then now where we're at, 7:30. So essentially, you want to push back the time in a half an hour interval per 1 to 2 weeks. This was literally just to make sure that when I have my gigs and my appointments and my meetings, then I have to wake up early, it will not be a problem for me. And it never really was a problem for me. But you get my gist. So the next thing that I had to adjust was my eating schedule. Now, I used to wake up and eat whenever I felt hungry, like I said before, at any time of the day. And some days I wouldn't eat. Now, I structure my days where I eat 3 times a day. The first thing that I do when I wake up is I do not eat for about 2 hours. First thing I do is I drink water. Water. Our body is mostly made up of water, so it's best to replenish yourself with water after that long cycle of sleep. So yes, I drink water. I don't eat for about 2 hours, but I schedule my day so that I have 1 hour to either cook or just to eat something that's already made. That way, I am more efficient in whatever I'm doing during the day. Nowadays, I don't really have that much time to cook, but it really did help adjust and fix my sleep cycle. Plan your first meal about 2 hours after you've woken up, but within those 2 hours, you're replenishing your body with water. Make sure that you eat at least 4 hours before you go to sleep. Those of us that are trying to lose weight at the moment, it's essential that we are eating at least 4 hours before we go to sleep. Because what I've learned is that some sumo wrestlers, they actually sleep on what they've eaten, and that helps them to gain the weight that they are trying to put on. So you need to plan and give yourself at least a 4-hour window between the time you eat and the time that you are planning to go to sleep, just so that the body can digest and do what it needs to do. So number 1, the first 2 hours of your day, do not eat. Make sure that you are replenishing your dehydrated body with a lot of water and a lot of fluids. Number 2, make sure that you are eating at least 4 hours before you go to sleep, just to allow your body to fully digest the food and do what it needs to do, so that it's not working during the sleep, or so that you are not eating an hour before you plan to go to sleep and find it harder to get to sleep. So again, make sure you're planning to eat at least 4 hours before you go to bed. Ooh, I have to go on my run soon, so I'm not gonna eat too much. I give myself about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours before my run. Give my body that window to digest and really allow the bowels to do what it needs to do. But yeah, let's go on my run.
So, guys, you have to keep good habits. Exercise is one of them. I can't hold this camera still. Exercise is one of them. Yeah, see how the sun looks? Penging that. Yeah, what I was saying is this, yeah, exercise is great because you're pumping blood and you're getting your muscles worked out, and your brain as well, but mostly your muscles. Yeah, you can see I'm exhausted, I'm done, I'm tired, up in my ends. Love, peace, and what's the next one? Another way to improve your sleep is by checking, regulating how you are acting and what type of behaviors and mannerisms you allow to affect your spiritual life, your character and your well-being. And I'm not talking about that Christianity, that religious type stuff. I'm not really talking about, religious stuff. Anyway, I kind of am, but I'm not. I'm talking about what are you allowing to affect your spirit, to affect your mood, to affect your character. What things are keeping you vibrating at a low frequency to do ghetto ass shit? No, I'm joking. What influences in your life, whether that's through music, whether that's through the food that you're eating, whether that's through the people that you're around, or the environment that you're around, what things are keeping you at a low frequency, that are keeping you down? So you have to just reflect on that spiritual side, and then once you identify these things, correct and adjust and get closer to the Most High. I'm gonna continue my run because I'm tired.
So like I was saying, another way to fix your sleep is by checking your spirit and checking what things are impacting your character, the way you move, and the way you act and react to life and its different situations. You need to be doing something that's mentally stimulating, that's going to stimulate your brain. So whether that's writing a song, working on that idea, creating a poem, working on that business idea, you need to be doing something that's going to be working that big old beautiful bunda. Whoa. You need to be doing something that's going to be working that beautiful brain of yours. You need to be doing something that's going to be working that beautiful brain of yours. That's enough. You're not getting any more. So one thing I had a problem with was over-analyzing sleep. I would lay down to sleep and that's when my brain would finally want to turn on. So all those scenarios, me meeting Beyonce and me fighting those zombies from I Am Legend, to me falling down a hill and seeing how many bones I break. And if Jesus could sing in all keys at once. All those scenarios would come flooding into my brain and it would take me hours to get to sleep. But now, what I have done to overcome that is just to focus on my breath. So what I did is that I allowed myself to be at peace. I allowed myself to be at peace. Now this took me years to master, like literally years. And even 3 weeks ago, I realized that I was becoming restless when I was laying down to sleep. Every night, I now focus on my nice deep breaths or nice shallow breaths. And that literally helps me to take control and to relax. I'm focused on the slow inhalation and a slow exhalation. Almost like you're imitating sleep itself. Just to fall into it, to trick your body to fall into it. And even when my mind started to wander into the 9 realms of the sheep that walk upon the moon, I bring my brain back and say, focus on your breathing. Thumbs up if you want me to do a meditational video that's just focused on nice, deep breathing. But yeah, that's how I fixed my sleep pattern. Do you find it hard to sleep? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you do, try it out and tell me how it goes. Once again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just David Smith, the vocalist, director and investor that is making this safe space just for you. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Make sure that you like, comment and subscribe. Make sure you share with your peoples. And hit that bell notification because I got businesses to run, so I don't really have a schedule. Also, I feel like taking a nap. Good night. Okay guys, also just wanted to say, if I've missed anything, please let me know down in the comments below. YouTuber vibes. Let me know in the comments below, like if you know anything about sleep that I've missed out, like oh my gosh, yes. If I've said anything that's incorrect, let me know in the comments below. I want to know, what are your thoughts? Now I'm going to end the video like how I usually end the video, alright? Peace, love, a light.